Hi, welcome to the next episode of the video and welcome to my channel, AI Powered Business Channel. My name is Arek Skuza. If you're here for the first time, I would love to welcome you. In today's video and in this episode, I would like to explain what is artificial intelligence, but from executive's perspective. If you go online and you start looking for artificial intelligence term and artificial intelligence definition, most of the time you will find explanation that it's machine learning and deep learning, and then you will find a lot of insight and other terms regarding neural networks, algorithms, models, and everything what is actually a material that artificial intelligence is built of. But today I would like to pick up different approach. What actually artificial intelligence means to executives, what kind of decisions they need to make to introduce artificial intelligence to their enterprise, but also what kind of dilemmas they need to solve and challenges they need to pick up to introduce artificial intelligence. Those questions are the ones that on one side are bothering executives because obviously they want to make the best possible decision for the enterprise, but they also create opportunity for consulting companies that are specializing in artificial intelligence. So what actually artificial intelligence is for executive managers, what kind of dilemmas and questions they need to answer to introduce artificial intelligence to their businesses. First of all is about bias. Managers need to solve a pretty complex puzzle, meaning how to introduce artificial intelligence and make sure that it will not introduce bias and will not expose customers to biased solutions. Probably you've heard about Intel and Facebook exiting the face recognition technology, but also you might heard about very interesting case when several companies were conducting research, were conducting research on how sport commentators describe American football players. And they found out that white-skinned players were actually called by their first name, and they were actually called that they have special skills, that skills were developed, and pointing a lot of hard work that white-skinned players need to put into the game to win that game. The same time, the same commentators were actually using different language when it comes to black-skinned people. They were using terms like God gifted, pointing out attention to the skills were not built by given to these people, calling them by their last names or nicknames and things like that. And thanks to artificial intelligence, that kind of bias were discovered. So executives, managers need help with introducing artificial intelligence, which will not expose other and customers to bias. We also know example that credit, like financial credits and credit score, was conducting differently for white people and against black-skinned people. So that's the first definition of artificial intelligence. It's biased and ethics. The second thing that is actually a challenge for managers and define artificial intelligence for them is the return of investment. That it's very complex topic. Everybody is searching, most of the managers are searching for the help to make sure that they will introduce artificial intelligence properly and will also take care of the return of this investment. And consultants that are helping to calculate that are able to predict the risk, that are able to predict the cash flow, investments, churn, conversion that artificial intelligence will bring are very in demand, because from managers' perspective, that's another definition of AI, how it's going to contribute to the company value, cash flow, and overall benefits. The great example is the chip maker and the software maker NVIDIA, the company that is betting now on the metaverse platforms and attracting creators and digital artists to build digital solutions, plugins, in hope to bring to increase the value of the company. I'm talking about a stock exchange value, because this company NVIDIA is publicly listed. So managers need to constantly ask themselves, what's the return of investment going to be? And that's another definition of AI for them. The third element is privacy and security. So actually, managers and executives are looking at AI from this perspective too. How we can make sure that our customers' data are going to be properly protected. How we are going to make sure that our algorithms are not going to be hacked. So these cars or smart devices or smart algorithms will be actually acting as they should act. A lot of companies in that space can bring a lot of help to executives, like privacy of data, privacy of photos, your voice privacy, which is constantly recorded and recognized by different voice assistants. Sometimes it's not recorded, but it's definitely in use, like in Alexa or Apple solutions. So those kind of help, it's required, but also that's what it means, artificial intelligence for managers. The next thing is actually which engine, which framework to use. It's going to be a TensorFlow or any other framework. Should we bet on Python or maybe other languages? Which library should be used? Open sources or licensed? This is a lot of decisions that needs to be made by executives. Betting on one library, on one technology, will shape the AI development in this particular company for ages. Maybe not for ages, but for sure for next years. So this is also a definition of AI for executives, how we should approach that from technology standpoint of view. Should it be a Google solution, Google engine, or maybe AWS, Amazon Web Services, or maybe you should go with IBM Watson and build our solution based on that, like for instance, National Football League in United States is doing. But also a Bundesliga in Germany is leveraging Amazon Web Services for another reason. This topic is actually connected with return of investment. These three solutions I mentioned, they are introducing different business models, different pricing. So this is another term, maybe not a term, another brick that executives needs to be very familiar with in making decisions. And AI for them are not only algorithms, deep learning or machine learning, but those elements I mentioned. And the last one I want to tell you about is actually models. So which model we should train, how we should compare artificial intelligence models, how we should prepare the starting data sets, how we should label the data. And this one is actually the most popular. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you go online and Google artificial intelligence, what is it, what's the definition, you probably find this particular brick, this particular puzzle, which is models, which is algorithms, which is data sets, labeling data. But as you can see in this video, that's only one of many elements. The most popular one, because the public relations companies, marketing articles, tech press make this one very popular. It's probably because all these models are so fascinating. They use a neural network. They are more or less structures as our brains. So this is very, very popular topic to talk about artificial intelligence, like models, labeling data, and similar things. But in fact, from executives in enterprise and medium-sized and small-sized companies, artificial intelligence is not only this part. That's another element that I mentioned before. It's bias and ethics, it's risk and it's a data protection and privacy and data security, as calculating return of investment. It's picking up the relevant framework and relevant development environment, and then we have solution pickup, and then we have models and data training and similar things. So in this video, I wanted to explain what in fact artificial intelligence means for executives. And speaking after my experience and based on my experience with the several projects, I might say this: all these areas are exposing managers to many questions. And on one side, it's beautiful that these people are undertaking so many different angles to understand artificial intelligence. On the other side, this creates a lot of growth opportunities for consultants and companies that can help these executives to make a proper and relevant decisions. And relevant, I mean those that are good for the enterprises. Thank you for being here, and I hope to see you soon. Take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.